So I work for a company called Telenav. We do the navigation in all Fords globally.
Right.
We do the turn-by-turn directions part of Sync Services, and then we also do the map-based navigation in My Ford Touch.
Right.
What kind of makes our system different than everybody else's is that it's all lives on this SD card, so it's in a 16 gig SD card.
Right.
How I kind of think about this is My Ford Touch is, a big computer.
Yeah.
This is an application that sits on top of the computer.
Right.
So I just removed it. You have Sync Services, turn-by-turn directions, which is available in 85% of all Fords on the market.
Yeah.
Anything that comes with Sync, they have Sync Services. And then all you have to do is, there's a little SD card slot here. You push it in, you'll see, it'll start recognizing that I just put it in. So now it says you have navigation. You have full-blown. Right. So,
I suppose having it on that means that you don't have to, if the maps change, it's easy just to update the info on the card rather than...
Right, yeah, so there's kind of two benefits. Well, there's a bunch of benefits besides two. So SD card's cheaper to produce.
Yeah.
Doesn't require the drivers like a DVD-based system. So it's cheaper to the consumer. My nav system in my car, I think, was about $3,000. This is $800. So it's a third of the cost, probably. I mean, most systems are no cheaper than $2,000, so it's at least half the cost. And it's easy updatable. I mean, all you have to do is take the SD card out, put it in, and you get a new. And it's pretty. I mean, Ford hasn't really started talking about how often they'll update it. You could figure it's annually.
Yeah.
Cost, they haven't really talked about that, but it's going to be far cheaper. I think mine is $400 or $500, so it's going to be way cheaper than that too. But one of the benefits of the Ford system, or Telenav's navigation system, is that they actually talk to each other. So My Ford Touch can talk with Sync Services.
Right.
So if a POI isn't in the system, so there's 4 million on the SD card. If it's not in the system, you can actually connect to the cloud, go to our servers that are in Sunnyvale, find what you're looking for, and then actually download it into the car. So it can pull down, updated POIs, traffic, weather, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to show you something called one-shot destination. If you're familiar with nav systems, you generally have to say the house number, then the street name, and then the city, and the whole thing. This is one shot. You can just do it in one thing. Again.
Please say a command.
Find an address.
In Michigan, say a street address including the city.
131 Lewis, East Lansing.
When ready, press the voice button and then say set as destination, or say change something.
So similar to other nav systems, you can do it all by voice. You can also do it all by touchscreen. So we'll set the destination. So what it's doing is it's actually figuring out 3 routes, the fastest, the shortest, and something called Eco Route. And that's also an algorithm that Telenav developed for the My Ford Touch system. You can see it. There's a couple different routes. The green is the Eco Route. What that is it takes into consideration a bunch of things: traffic, real-time and historical traffic data, number of stoplights, stop signs, speeds of the road, and then also road angulation. So, the straighter the road, the less kind of gas power you're going to have to do. If you're making big turns, you're going to have to hit the brake, and then speed up coming out of the corner uses more gas. So initial testing says it's about 15% more fuel efficient to take this Eco Route. Even though it's longer, I mean, it uses less fuel because you're not clipping down the freeway going 70 or 80 miles an hour. You're going 55, which is the most fuel efficient thing. So we'll click the Eco Route. It's going to highlight the green one, and then I'm going to push this demo. And this is what it would look like if we were actually driving down the road. So there's 3D mapping, there's 3D landmark. If we sit in here for about a minute or so, you'll see buildings pop up, so it's 3D landmarks. You get traffic information piped into it, so there's an accident I noticed here, or actually there's road construction, so there's going to be a warning that pops up that says it's going to go down to 1 lane. That's all live information. Our gas is low, so once we get onto the freeway, you'll see gas stations pop up. You can get gas station prices. You can search along the route. You can set waypoints. So that's Telenav in the car.
Hey,